Hey guys, okay, this happened last night concerning Daniel Boone for the most part. Daniel Boone past life. My Daniel Boone past life. And this thing here is heart monitor for my heart. I don't know why I'm wearing it, but the doctors stick it on me for 2 weeks, and I gotta wear it. They're looking for something. Fuck, they'll probably find it. Anyway, as I was going to bed last night, I was I sleep with the Regent priest until I get my 16 seeds. Then I can sleep in my room, my house, whatever, in St. Lucian. And I achieved that. But I spent 2, 3 months sleeping at the Regents. And they put me up because I'm in need of it, and I get attacked all the time by people, which is what I'm going to talk about tonight. But so they made me a new room, the Regents, and a smaller room, place where I can stay when I need to, but I don't need to all the time. And so they turned my old room into a classroom. And what was going on in this classroom when I went to bed, they showed me my new room. I couldn't really see it physically, mentally, spiritually. I couldn't see it because these seeds, they put them in me and they ain't working. They ain't glowing. I don't know. I have to activate them. I got two that were active, and they spark the rest of them. Won't get them going, so to speak. So they're not working yet. They are, but not really. Not to the point where I like them. So this is all spiritual, by the way. Just to let you know. So they this classroom I was in, there was a bunch of kids, special kids, and they were making crystals. They're in illusion. Like I make train cars in illusion, then they make it into their reality, in Saint Illusion reality. They make crystals. Well, that was the project for the day, and they're becoming Regent priests, practicing their skill set. So all these kids are special kids, and they got skills, and they're practicing. It's sort of like baby Yoda's kids, Yoda kids, sort of like that. They're making crystals, and my kids were seeing these kids, and they're like, "Wow, you should see it! You should see it! It's beautiful! It's beautiful! All these crystals these kids made." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. I don't care, but whatever." Now, I don't know if they're actual crystals, but they're crystal shaped. The kids are practicing. Yesterday, it was crystals. The next day, maybe flowers, things like that. Different objects. You have to create them, and they're learning to create by practicing. By practicing, these kids are learning the skill set within themselves. So it's pretty cool. Then the Jesus came, the cool one. He's a bit of a hard ass, but he's more manly. And he's not to tell you you're being an asshole. He's not afraid to tell you that you're an asshole. So he calls me an asshole. He goes, "Quit being an asshole, Richard." And I'm like, shit. But anyway, he He told me, and the kids told me, that when I 4 months ago, that Christ I was with released all the information on my Daniel Boone past life and confirmed that I was Daniel Boone and that Richard was Daniel Boone. He also released the ETs uh, to the public in St. Lucian. Fucking place went crazy. Like, I got fans. Now, with my ET past lives and my Daniel Boone past life and a couple other ones, Jesus released it to the public. Now, it was hush hush before. It was all classified. Concerning Daniel Boone, it was all hush hush. Don't talk about it, We don't want to make a big federal case about it. You got your close-knit family and friends who know you're Daniel Boone. That's as far as it goes. That's the way it's been for my whole life. 55 years. And even before I was born. Now, he released it to the public that I was Daniel Boone, which opened up a whole shitload of controversy. And concerning the ETs, it's been quiet for lifetimes, over lifetimes, with me and St. Illusion. Now, I didn't live my past lives, and I didn't totally live in St. Illusion. I've lived other places. I lived in the Illusion mostly, where I am with the Regent priests, so to speak, or down very low on the earth, where I got in a lot of shit, troubles. But it was all in self-defense, fighting bad guys. And you live down there at the earth level in the spirit world, and you're going to get in shit. So I'm way up into the light, 13 and above. I'm way down low. It's where you go. It's where you want to be. And before I was born, I'm all over the place, up and down, up and down. So just to let you know how it works. But for the most part, my time in St. Illusion and other cities around St. Illusion in the spirit world, other kingdoms, you got Christ kingdoms or Christ controlled kingdoms. Well, this is not. St. Illusion is not a Christ controlled kingdom, but it's based on morality. And anybody can live there. You got all your religions. It's pretty much like North America. St. Illusion is pretty much like North America. You can live there, be cool, practice your religions or whatever you want, all different cultures, and everybody have a good time. And for the most part, it works out great. But you get in trouble once in a while. You get in your fights. You have your protests and shit. It's pretty much like any big city here in North America. St. Lucian. But anyway, when Christ released, I have a vlog, so to speak. I have a page where I do videos. Well, my kids do the videos. I do some videos, my soul, and I do some, not a lot. I can't get out to do the videos unless I'm sleeping, and then it's with Christ. That's when I can do a video, or I talk. totally not in this reality. But how do I say this? I had all these followers. I still do. I've gained more. But when he released the Daniel, I was Daniel Boone because it was all secret right before. And he released all the ET stuff. Well, the stuff he could. He can't release the hardcore stuff. Or he didn't. And either the Daniel Boone, other past lives, and Atlantis, so to speak. Like destroying Atlantis, I didn't do it firsthand, but I was a part of it, a part of the Anunnaki that destroyed it out of ignorance, or just stupidity, something to do, more or less. I was a part of it. Stuff like that. So all my history, all of the controversial, really controversial things were released, and were not released on those past lives. But the mainstream, like Daniel Boone, you released Daniel Boone's life. Richard was Daniel Boone. Everybody knows what Daniel Boone is, but you don't release the horrific shit. You know, like me killing 40 fucking guys and the details of each subject. You got to be in the inside circle with Christ to get that information. But concerning Daniel Boone, Priestess was released, and my interaction with the Priestess, because I was going through problems separating myself from the Priestess, so all that was released. 4 months later, I got 6 boxes of fan mail. 6 boxes. Last night, Chris told me, you got 6 boxes of fan mail for your ET stuff, and I forgot all about it. I'm like, what are you talking about? That Chris released all this information to the public. So I guess I made a big event, a lot of controversy. He goes, you got fan mail and you got hate mail. And so it's all mixed up in these boxes over Daniel Boone. And same thing with the ET stuff. It was released. Everybody wants me to talk ETs. They want me to hold speeches in like auditoriums where I tell them about my ET contact and my Bigfoot, Sasquatch. It's totally fascinating. That's why I'm living with the Regent Priest, because it's overwhelming. I cannot deal with it. I don't deal with it. I let my soul deal with it. I can't think about that shit in reality here. I got enough fucking problems, over the top problems. I'm having fucking strokes. I'm having air conditioner vibration problems on my roof that's driving me fucking crazy night and day. I can't deal with St. Illusion alien fucking information problems. I just can't do it. So that's off the table for me. So when I got these 6 boxes full of fan mail or hate mail, Christ said it's mostly fans, but the hate mail's in there also. And it all has to do with their ET stuff, your Sasquatch interactions, your ET self. They all think you're either good or bad, and Anunnaki in the inside circle, it's gone crazy. The Anunnaki. The fucking Anunnaki. Look, as far as I know, the normal people of the Anunnaki, yeah, they're all high on themselves. They all think they're alpha penis fucking males, dominant, full dominance up attitude, so to speak. That's what they think. Even the normal people. Then you get to the politicians, and they're twice as bad as what that is. They're up there really bad. You don't want to meet them guys. But the normal people in the Anunnaki, they're everywhere. They don't even, some of them don't even know they were Anunnaki. But since I hanged around with them, they assume I'm part of them. I'm part of the problem. But they don't understand is I'm from the ETs and Orion's belt, which is totally unrelated to Earth. I came here because our fucking planet blew up. Our sun expanded. My soul came here during around the last ice age, before, I think it was before, and I died and they left, and fucking here I am. So I got born into the highest culture that was dominant on the earth, Atlantis. That's what it was. The Anunnaki were already here doing their thing. So Atlantis was Anunnaki. It had the fucking pyramids, big and small, bigger than the fucking Giza pyramid. That's how it went down. And I was involved with them just because I needed somewhere to hang out and go. Fuck. What do you do? So that's what the big controversy. People don't know the story. And I gotta tell them. And everybody wants to know. So my soul's been speaking on it with Christ. Unbeknownst to me, all this is going on. I'm just catching up here in this reality. I'm making a video about it. Oh, so they say I got 6 boxes of fan mail and hate mail, and I got to talking to Christ about it, and he goes, "We do have it." He goes, "Oh, by the way, Daniel Boone, hey David." I go, he's just being smart. He goes, David, Daniel Boone. I go, yeah. I'm laughing as I'm going to bed last night. I'm laughing. I'm just talking to him. Christ. He goes, David Crockett wrote you a letter. And I'm like, what? And he goes, David Crockett. He goes, David Crockett wrote you a letter. And I go, well, what does it say? Like, I guess I met him because he died in the 1800s and I died in the 1800s. We're both like frontiersmen and explorers and gunslingers in the West. I mean, he goes, he's just wishing you well, and he's just wishing you well, and you hope you do the right thing and stuff like that with Christ, whatever it was. But I'm like, cool, that's pretty cool. David Crockett wrote me, and so I Googled it, Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone, and it turns out they never met in person, but they always wanted to. Some other guy was friends with both of us, and this guy related messages once in a while back and forth to Crockett and Boone. So it's cool. I go, well, what's he doing now? And he wouldn't tell me, Christ wouldn't tell me specifically, and I didn't understand what he was talking about anyway because I could barely hear him. But he said, Davy Crockett is blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I get it. I'm going through the same thing. So anyway, Davy Crockett raised me, but he raised my soul because it's in the spirit world. Doesn't mention me at all. In fucking reality. It's crazy. Then he goes, the big problem we're having now is Boone's trial. When Boone was accused of being a turncoat, they accused me of being a turncoat and collaborating with the British. I didn't fucking like the British. Now you gotta understand, I killed a lot of people that needed to be killed under the table. I knew who they were. I watched them do the crime, and I fucking killed them. That shit wasn't reported. On my own team, the American side, that motherfucker I shot in the face, that colonel I shot in the face, and I killed him, and I'm proud of it. Because he didn't deserve to live. For raping and pillaging, and fucking murdering kids, and fucking raping women and killing them. He deserved to die. And I did. I killed him. Along with, what's his name? The two of his buddies there. I killed him. That stuff was all under the table. Never made history. Never made it public in this world during Daniel Boone. Never made it public and never made it. But there was 45 fucking 50 people at the meeting, at the militia meeting. And he was coming, Colonel was coming to talk to the militia. It's Colonel Williams. I don't even think it was Williams. I think it was something, I don't know. I had seen the past video, Daniel Boone playlist. Watched it, it's in there somewhere. This guy comes walking up, and I fucking shot him, and I put arrows. That guy, that time I killed them guys, they needed to die. And there's 50 people watching and saw me do it. I don't care. That was it. I didn't care what happened to me. But that was all under the table. Didn't affect what was happening in the public. Now, Daniel Boone, along with David Crockett, I just found this out last night. David Crockett became a politician or a senator or something like that. So he was coming into the Masons. Before you become a politician, you have to join the Masons, or somewhere along the line, you join the Masons. You become Masonic to get into politics. When you get into politics, you become a nobody, and then you become a Mason, and you proceed as you do what the Masons want you to do. Well, I got into politics. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to join the Masons. Fuck the Masons. Good or bad or indifferent. Fuck them. They were a cult, a secret cult, and I wasn't joining them. So, I don't know for sure, but somebody then accused me and threw me under the bus. Accused me of collaborating with the British during the Civil War. Man, I was just a guy. I just wanted to explore the land, see the animals and the birds, and pretty much get a wife, have kids, and live happily ever after. That was my life. But all shit came down. I got accused of collaborating, turncoat, and I wasn't. I wasn't a turncoat. So they were going to hang me if I was found guilty. And it really, I lost my trust in politicians and the whole fucking fabric of it. and I was in a bad state. So I went there. I was found not guilty of collaborating. But there's a lot of people in the fan club. When the information was released, they found Daniel Boone. He's Richard Meadows. He's living on Earth. Turns out that's why I'm with the Regent Priest, because all these people that were alive back then, be it British people or American people, still fucking hate me for doing what I did. And I don't even know what I did. But I'm good with Jesus Christ, and that's all that matters. I'm rock solid. I'm clean. But the losers are gonna be losers. So they're all accusing me of this. And Jesus Christ goes, concerning your trial, and concerning your trial, you might not want to bring that up and talk about it too much, because there's a lot of people out there who want to do you no good. So that's what he told. Jesus Christ pointed that out last night. He said, you may not want to talk about that with your Daniel Boone past life. And with the trial, because that was a huge thing for me. It ain't talked about too much on the internet. Like in circles. It's weird. It's really weird. Because all this shit is going on. And it's concerning Daniel Boone. Like, I got my Daniel Boone fans, and they're, wow, it's amazing to see. But they don't talk about the dirt, the bad shit I did. But it was bad for killing. But I killed for the sake of fucking saving a fucking family or community or other people. The fucking people I killed deserved to die. They didn't deserve to be born. I don't understand. I don't understand it. And I'm playing catch up here, so you gotta remember, I'm learning all this as I'm going along. The community of Daniel Boone supporting people who love Daniel Boone see him as a frontiersman and a gunslinger, shot and killed animals and shot in Civil War, killed people during the war. But it was much more than that. Way more than that. And I went and I fought in that fucking war, killing, bleeding, suffering, watching my friends die. It was a war, man. It was a war. Native people, I didn't want to do it, but there's asshole Native people. There's assholes in Native people. There's assholes within my group, within the militia. And there are assholes on the British side. And there's assholes all the way up to the colonels. And I shot one of them, but it was under the table. It was kept quiet. When I shot the colonel, boom, right in the face. And I arrowed those two other guys who were guards of the colonel at the time. What's his name? Jesus Christ, I can't remember. He lives in St. Lucian. You fucking believe that? This guy hates me, but he keeps his space. He's cool, but he keeps his space. He's working with Christ. But I shot him because he deserved to die. He was the one who fucking did it. Him. They're at the colonel. Got a group of fucking guys, and they went out and they did things unspeakable fucking things. Now, how much he did, I caught him. I saw him do it, raping and fucking killing and pillaging, and I fucking killed him right in the head with a bow and arrow. And they died War's been going on in the spirit world. All that has to be settled. And that's why I'm with Christ, and they're with Christ, but we still have our problems. I can't get over the fact I'm being David Boone. Like, I don't tell anyone in reality here I was Daniel Boone. I go on the chats and I just read it. And people are talking about Daniel Boone. I go on the videos, people are talking about Daniel Boone, and there's a whole goddamn fan outlook talking about Daniel Boone. Oh, he did this, and he was cool, and he was this. He is totally American, and I was totally. They don't know what I know. It's like you reach this. It's like there's this wall of fucking black shut down from what the media, what the history buffs tell you. Beyond that wall, they they don't talk about Priestess being killed and Daniel Boone finding her and fucked him up for fucking years, the rest of his life. They don't tell you that. In the Facebook, on the Facebook groups, Daniel Boone Facebook groups. They don't tell you that. YouTube, same thing. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you he shot the fucking colonel. Well, I did. The colonel, he's lower in desolation than you wouldn't believe, man. Fucking Christ wants nothing to do with him. Because of the fucking crimes he committed in that life. At least as lieutenants made it to St. Lucian, and they're living in St. Lucian. And then you add the Bigfoot and the aliens to it. Fuck. It's crazy. It's a huge thing. People think I'm off my fucking rocker. It's all real, man. Bigfoot and the aliens. And the Anunnaki. I don't even call the Anunnaki aliens. They are, but we're fucking in their likeness. Made in their likeness. But anyway, I got 16 boxes of fucking mail concerning aliens, Bigfoot, and Daniel Boone when it was all released. When that shit was all released to the public. This is a reality for me on a soul level, and because it's on a soul level, it manifests and out. Now I gotta tell you one thing more. When Daniel Boone died, he was St. Lucian. He's a regent priest. I was skilled up to fucking wazoo. I didn't even know it. I just lived it. But I was skilled up. I'm above. I can go to the divine. I can go down. But I'm down here, level 3. So I'm in St. Lucian. I'm living my life, doing what I do. I'm getting on with the next time I go to the earth in the Russian past life, and the Native American. No, Native American was before Daniel Boone. So in the Russian past life, I'm getting ready for that. I'm getting ready to be born again and arise as a Russian. Turns out, all this shit's going on all the time. When I was dead, before being born, you're in St. Lucian, you're living. And where was I going with this? Christ wanted to separate Daniel Boone from my consciousness because it was such a tragic So much tragedy. Sorry, my speech and my stroke. So much tragedy in that life that it would affect me in the upcoming lifetimes. So Christ wanted to separate Daniel Boone out of me. And he did as much as he could at the time he had. He got 3/4 of the way. Christ, and he told me this a long time ago, and he confirmed it again last night. He separated Daniel Boone, and the tragedy of Daniel Boone, for the most part, tragedy, separated it from me. So I have no conscious recollection, no conscious bleed over from that life into this life, where it wouldn't affect this life. So that's what Christ can do. He can separate. I don't know how the fuck he does it. Just beyond my pay grade. I suppose there's ways of doing it. The regent priest and Christ combined, they get together and they separate that life from your consciousness. So don't affect your next lifetime. You're born anew. But shit happens. So I'm recalling it all. And it's harder to recall. Like, I feel the emotion of it. I've always felt in my whole life, most part, like the trial, and mostly they threw me under the bus. My own fucking people I fought for America, through the higher ups, threw me under the bus. Somebody, I know this, somebody fucking saved me. I don't know how. Somebody released the information and saved me and got me to fucking. I went to Mexico after that. I'm like, fuck this shit. You fucking politicians. You rat fucking sneaky bastards. Fucking rat bastards. Fuck all this fucking farm. Fucking life on earth. Somebody up there, I don't know if they're in the Masons, but some higher up saved me from being hung. And overall, the British, as evil and rotten and fucking messed up in their fucking head as they were just normal people, but they're programmed to fucking kill Americans. Not just the war. They killed fucking families for no fucking reason. Burnt down their houses. It's all uppity up in the public. Oh, we don't do that sort of thing. We have proper measurements and bullshit. You fucking pricks killed fucking a horse and then ate it and fucking out of spite. You fucking murdered people out of spite. So your proper fucking war is bullshit. So keep the fucking atrocities under the table. And that pissed me off. Because when I became a colonel, and it wasn't that long ago, I didn't want to become a colonel. I know that. I know it. But they convinced me. Then they wanted me to become a Mason. A frontiersman, a Mason. And we make him a Mason, and he becomes a politician. Well, I didn't want to go. Simple as that. I had no fucking ifs, ands, or buts about it. I didn't want to fucking be a politician. I wanted to explore the fucking earth. see this shit. But no. They're going to make him a politician. Send him into a fucking war, make him fight, and I can't fucking believe. Can't believe I lived till I was over 80 years old. I can't fucking believe it. I'm ready to go now. Daniel Boone rocked, man. He held his shit tight and he fucking rocked. He's a fucking hero. And I'd like to know more. I'd like to know more about what I'm talking about, but I don't have the information. I can give it to you. Damn. He was fucking cool. He was fucking cool. And the worst part is, Daniel Boone was British, born, well, wasn't born here in Britain, but his parents were British, came over, and he was born. But he was British. Daniel Boone's parents were British. So he's caught between a fucking rock and a hard place. They're the same fucking people, but they're fighting. And of course I'm gonna fight. You shouldn't have been there, fucking queen. And their colonization bullshit. We went to fucking America to get away from you, you fucking bitch. And your fucking popes and your fucking burning people at the stake. We fucking left. And came to a fucking America. Well, we fucking hold it. We fucking held it. And they still haven't let up. This whole fucking time. Jesus. And now that Christ released the information that I was Daniel Boone and I was an alien guy involved with the Anunnaki, I released to Christ everything I consciously knew about the ETs, the Anunnaki, and the fucking ETs, and Bigfoot. Bigfoot's fucking aliens too. Not in the same aspect, but they're a byproduct of fucking humans. So there you go. No more than the Anunnaki were. One's hairy and one ain't. One's oriented on Earth in the physical. Don't like technology. They live. They do their thing. It's cool. I don't fucking see any problem with them. But I ain't an asshole with a gun ready to fucking shoot at a fucking ignorance and fear. So what are you fucking shooting a fucking Bigfoot for? You know nothing about him. Because it looks scary? So what? Fuck. Oh, it growled at me. Kill it. Fucking so what it growled at you? The fuck do you want it to do? Okay, I'm trying to keep on track here. So, we got that. And Chris said something else. This is really hard to explain. My mind's all over the place. I forgot. Shit. David Crockett wrote me a letter. Because they found Daniel Boone. St. Lucian found Daniel Boone when they released it. No one knew who Daniel Boone was because it was kept secret. And I became the Russian in that lifetime, and I became Richard in this lifetime. Daniel Boone was off the table. No one knew where he was. No one until 4 months ago. They found out I was dating the public. And that's why the 4 boxes of fucking, or 6 boxes of fucking mail came. That's why David Crockett wrote to me. I have yet to read a letter, and I ain't gonna read it in this reality. So, if you're a fucking fan of Daniel Boone, and Christ took 3/4 of me away, so I have a harder time remembering. But the stuff I seen, check the playlist, Daniel Boone Priestess playlist. Oh man. And there's even more tragedies, more horror stories that Daniel Boone experienced that I have yet to even think about. I don't know. I don't know until Christ shows me. Christ said he's going to show me more experiences. And he's going to show me the trial, what I went through in the trial. He's going to show me that consciously in a dream space so I can relive it, relive the experience. That was one thing. I'm like, that's why I was brought up in the conversation last night. Boone trial. Christ said he's going to show me the Boone trial, where I was and what happened. I have yet to see it, so I don't know. He ain't showed me yet. He'll probably fucking change his mind. So I don't know. Crazy. But Christ warned me of keep the information I give you quiet, because it's really controversial even today amongst the fucking people you affected. A lot of people wanted you to die in the higher ups, which is totally irrelevant in the spirit world. I'm like, why do they even fucking have a problem with it? What are they gonna do? Hang me? No, they just want to bitch. They can do nothing, but they can come out fucking smack your head with a baseball bat because they think you collaborated with the fucking enemy. Well, I mean, the fucking British. I was fucking British. Well, I wasn't British. Biologically, I was. My fucking parents were British. So I'm fucking descendant. I'm biologically the same fucking person I'm fighting. Of course I'm gonna fucking talk to him. As long as with every other fucking American that were fighting them. It's a big clusterfuck. Big clusterfuck. Because the powers that be in Britain were collaborating with the powers that be in the fucking American uppy ups, the politicians, and the Americans, the British wanted to take over America. But we said no. Fuck you. And I had a civil war about it. And I wasn't even privy to everything, but I knew what the fuck was going on. I mean, stupid. All the fucking militia guys, all the guys that were fighting were my fucking friends. I was born, I became an explorer. I just explored and shit built up around me. And they made me this big fucking thing. Because I was a good shot. I was a real good shot. Same as Davy Crockett. But, you know, so when the war came, fuck, we need shooters. We need shooters. And they pulled me out of the fucking militia and made me a colonel. I didn't want to be it, but fuck. When I became a colonel, You gotta fucking join up the colonelness, and that's Masonic. Plus, I was a fucking frontiersman explorer, making history in that. Boonesboro, they named the whole fucking fort town after me that I fucking made. I just had a skill set. I was good. I was fucking good. And they capitalized off it. Fucking politicians and the bureaucrats capitalized. They wanted me to join the Masons. Oh yeah. David Crockett. I bet you $1 million. He joined the Masons. But do what you want to do. But I didn't want to join. I just want to go home, be with my wife and kids, and explore the fucking earth, my new land in Kentucky and fucking everything else. Then I became a colonel, and I found out what was really going on. What was really going on fast. I mean, Colonel. Well, you know what, Colonel? I saw General fucking Williams and his lieutenants raped and burned his village, his household. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? So I'm thrust into a God complex where God comes down and says, "What the fuck are you gonna do, Rich? Not Rich, David. What are you gonna do? You're gonna sit back and watch and know full well that this colonel is raping, looting, and killing the fucking families of militiamen who have died? Are you gonna sit and do nothing? Ask yourself that. Ask your fucking self that. Would you do nothing? Who are you gonna report to when everything is under military law? Who are you gonna report to? You see an atrocity like that, who are you gonna report to? So I got my guys, my militia. Met up with the fucking colonel one night. I fucking shot him in the face. And I told him why he was dying before he died. And then the other guys, the lieutenant, two of them, two lieutenants, fucking shot and killed them too. Not out of fucking fear of them. They committed the atrocities. Anyway, son of a bitch. And I still learn. I'm Googling it and checking it out. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know nothing of fucking, well, what's going on. Daniel Boone, no David Crockett. I don't fucking know. I had to Google it and find out this morning. And I Googled it. When I found out I was Daniel Boone, my history of spiritual experiences, my own personal experiences, flood back. All fuck. I'm still getting stuff from the past. And that was Daniel Boone. But I didn't know it until Christ told me. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, guys, spiritually, I'm still living with the regent priest protecting me, more or less. And aliens and Anunnaki Anunnaki aliens, true aliens, and everybody wants to know. And say, Lord, people who follow me want to know. A lot of them think I'm fucking crazy, but I ain't. You see a fucking UFO or a spacecraft sitting outside your house. Oh man, I'm gonna have such a fucking great time when I die. Fuck. All these controversies, I just want to end them all. I want to stay my peace and get the fuck out. I can't even deal with Christ. If Christ comes down and he's talking to me, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm still like, holy fuck. But I'm like, remember, you're with Christ and you're a part of it. You're one of them. Oh yeah. So that's my ego. That's the physical me comparing my soul. So I'm constantly catching up to my soul. It's crazy. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I still got another video to make, maybe tomorrow, about certain things. And Daniel Boone confronted Bigfoot, shot and killed one. Shot and killed him. Examined the body. It's written stories. You can read it. And it's carrying over into this life. It's not, I haven't seen one, but the spiritual side of me, I'm having fucking contact all the time. His name is Tia. He's been following me around since Daniel Boone was at the one I fucking shot and killed. He respects me, keeps me on the other side of the log. I sit on one side of the log, he sits on the other. We sit down and we talk. A fucking Sasquatch. On the spiritual side, I've had physical interactions with them, but there was nothing there. So I'm thinking, is that Tia? Fucking hammering on the logs right in front of me? I don't fucking know. I go out in the woods and I'm taking a piss, a zip up, and a fucking tree. Crack! Right in front of me. Right fucking 3 feet in front of me on a fucking tree. Sounds like a gunshot. What the fuck is that? And there was nothing there. Nothing. I know what it was. I know damn well what it was. But it was spiritual. And they interact in our reality better than we can from a spiritual side of things. It's no different from a fucking human to a Sasquatch. Spiritual. You gotta throw in both of them for if you have experiences like this. It's no different than this thing moving across your table. It's a dead person moving the shit. Well, same thing with Sasquatch. Does the same damn thing. But they're better at it. For the most part. Alright, guys. My life. 100, my life. Jesus Christ. Can't explain this enough to you. Okay, I gotta go.